This week on CWN, we have a ton of sports to catch up on.
And we have lots of labs in the new science wing. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Logan. And today is Saturday, September 9th, 2023. You are watching Calallen Wildcat News Weekly Review.
You know, Logan, another week has gone here at Calallen.
It really has. It's been a nice couple days of breaks, I will say. I think we all really needed those breaks. I know I personally needed those breaks. Rehearsals are like a second job to me.
Yeah, you know, I've been working on AP Bio. I have dual credit, so those 2 days in the beginning of the week were really good to have off. And kicking off today's show, our new science wing has been keeping us busy on physics, chem, biology, and now environmental science. They have been doing labs consistently.
Hey Wildcats, I'm here with Miss Cash, and can you tell me a little bit about the lab you have going on?
Yeah, sure. So we are doing the Island of Biogeography, and it is a demonstration. They're going to see how species go from a main island to other smaller islands and see what the species richness is, the biodiversity there, how they got there, how they adapt and evolve while they're there, kind of similar to the Galapagos Islands with the finches.
That's really cool. Thank you, and back to the studio.
They have been doing labs consistently. Let's take it to Miss Johns for more.
Hey cats, I'm here with Miss Johns. So Miss Johns, y'all are doing a beanbag experiment in the chemistry pre-AP class. Can you tell me more about that?
Sure, yeah. So anytime we're starting a science class, and measurement is part of it because we'll be doing some lab to kind of collect data. And so today they're getting an opportunity to do some measurement. They're throwing beanbags at a target and then calculating the percent error so we can find out who was the most accurate beanbag tosser in each class.
Perfect. That seems like fun. Thank you so much. And that's all from us. Now back to the studio.
We've had a lot of labs here at Calallen this past week, as Maddie has stated prior. We've had Miss Cash's Island Biogeography Lab and Miss John's Beanbag Toss Measurement Lab. Now we're going to send it off to Mr. Smith's Physical and Chemical Change Lab. You're going to like what he does with paper.
Hey cats, I'm Emma and I'm here with Mr. Smith. So Mr. Smith, y'all are doing a lab today. Can you tell me more about that, please?
Yes, we're just looking at physical and chemical changes. And so we're just taking a piece of paper. We're going to describe it physically, length, width, mass, color, texture, and those sorts of things. Then we're going to make it undergo a physical change. And that physical change is going to turn the piece of paper into a paper airplane. We're going to see how far our paper airplanes fly. And then we're going to take those paper airplanes and make them undergo a chemical change by setting them on fire. All right, so for the physical change, we start with a piece of paper, we end with a piece of paper, it's just airplane shaped. For the chemical change, we start with a piece of paper, but we end with ash and carbon dioxide and water vapor going up. And so that's the difference between a physical and chemical change.
Well, that's really interesting. Thank you, and back to the studio.
There's always so much going on here at Calallen. We'll see you back next week. Back to the anchors.
Theater has been working hard on their play, Harvey. They figure out their set and their tech. Let's send it to Mr. Jones for more.
Hey cats, I'm Emma and I'm here with Mr. Jones. So Mr. Jones, y'all are doing a show called Harvey. Can you tell me more about that, please?
Yeah, so that'll be our fall show, our second show this season. So, we started with our 24-hour Playfest. Now we're moving into Harvey, the full-length production, right? So it is about this man, Elwood P. Dowd. I don't want to give away too much, but he starts seeing a rabbit, very popular, wealthy man about town. Everyone loves him. And then one day he starts seeing a rabbit named Harvey, and everything kind of goes to chaos from that point. It is a comedy of errors. So I'm excited. I have a good cast for it. I think the kids are excited. So we will perform October 6th and 7th. Are going to be the dates for that. So without me giving too much away, if that sounds intriguing to you, you want to check it out, then October 6th and 7th will be our performance days.
That's really cool. Thank you, and back to the studio.
Mrs. Shippy has been utilizing her microscopes lately in her medical microbiology class. Let's catch up on how that's been going.
More Wildcats, it's me, Brandon. I'm here with
Miss Shippy.
All right, so Miss Shippy, I heard y'all had a lab fourth period. Can you tell me more about that?
Okay, so for my medical microbiology class, there's kind of like some foundational skills that we have to go over. So one of those skills is using the microscope, but it's also writing lab reports. So my fourth period did a lab today. They had to swab the inside of their mouth for their cheek cells, put it on the microscope slide, and then we stained it. And they had to look at their slide that they stained under the microscope. So every person got to see their cheek cells that are inside of their mouth. So they're just getting familiar with the microscope, which is one of the things that they need to know how to do. But they're going to take all of their results, and I need them to write me a formal scientific lab report, because that's just one of the skills that they're going to have. But yeah, I mean, it went really good, and everybody got to see some of their cells, some more than others.
All right, that's cool. That's what's up. Let's take it back to the studio.
And we'll be back with more Wildcat news right after this short commercial break.
Thank you, anchors. So last year we invited the GP Wildcats out to our Saturday show. This year we have our Flower Bluff anchors, and they're going to tell us a little bit about what's going on over there.
Hey, all you Wildcat and Hornet fans, I'm Sophia.
And I'm Josh.
And we're excited for the opportunity that our Calallen friends have offered us to showcase just why Flower Bluff ISD is so special.
Absolutely. Here in Hornet Country, our students and graduates routinely display the Flower Bluff legacy of CPH, class, pride, and heart in academics, athletics, and in life.
That's right, Josh. We're highly competitive both on and off the field. From our winning Flower Bluff sports programs to our stellar academic programs, we take pride in all that we do.
Most definitely. In fact, just this past week, Hornet volleyball star Maggie Croft celebrated her 1,000th career kill.
Go Maggie! I know that all of our sports teams focus hard on having winning programs. Speaking of winning programs, we have lots of those in academics as well. Our newest additions include Tango Flight.
Those students build airplanes.
They sure do. Our hospitality and tourism programs, and our awesome wetlands programs.
We are home to highly qualified teachers, award-winning extracurricular programs.
Did someone say fine arts, theater, and band? Basically, everyone. The Bluff rocks. Come and check us out at flowerbluffschools.net and athletics.flowerbluffschools.net.
Finally, we'd like to offer a very special thank you to our friendly rivals, the Calallen Wildcats, for hosting us.
Go Bluff!
Wow, they've got a lot going on at Flower Bluff. Back to our anchors.
Dr. Hodgkiss had an activity over the body tissues. Let's send it to them for more information.
Hey Wildcats, today I'm here with Dr. Hodgkiss, and can you tell me a little bit about the tissue activity you had?
Yes, I assigned each student a tissue from our structural organization of the body, and I had to get them a microscopic image of that tissue, and they had to tell me a little bit about it and where they can find it in the body.
That's really cool, thank you.
We caught up with Mrs. Compton on her insight to the intro of engineering. Let's take it to her for more.
Hey Wildcats, today I'm here with Miss Compton, and can you tell me a little bit about what your intro to engineering class is doing?
Sure. Today the intro to engineering is learning a little bit more about how to put the design process together. So they're building launchers and learning how to collaborate and work in groups and work towards a goal.
That's really cool, thank you, and back to the studio.
Mrs. Burkhart's class had a lab this week. Let's take it to Sophie and Greg for more.
Hey cats, I'm here with Greg. I heard y'all had a lab. Can you elaborate more on that?
Yeah, we had a lab. And what we did in the lab was we had these little boxes and we didn't know what was in them. So we used our scientific methods to shake it and try and figure out what was in it. And it kind of represented figuring out new stuff in science. And then what we also did was we created this with the engineering design, and we compared that to the scientific method because to see how far this could go. Yeah.
Thank you, and back to the studio.
Spanish 2 and 3 have been busy. Let's see what Spanish 2 has been up to.
Hey Wildcats, today I'm here with Miss Chic, and can you tell me a little bit about the Spanish 2 project that's going on right now?
Sure. So we're starting out the year. We all want to get to know each other. So kids had to make a T-shirt that tells all about them. On this T-shirt, they had to make an acrostic with their name, and then the words that go across have to be adjectives that describe them in Spanish, and they have to make sure that they put the correct ending because gender matters in Spanish. They also had to tell me where they would like to go someday, and this person put Un día yo quiero ir a Grecia, and then they drew a picture of the Greek flag. They need a logo, something that represents them. So obviously this person loves Chick-fil-A. They had to give me a quote. Their quote was by Simba. So they wrote the quote in Spanish and drew a picture of Simba. And something that they like to do, this person put me gusta leer, and they've drawn books there telling us that they like to read. Then they had to present these in class in Spanish so that we could get to know each other.
That's really cool, Miss Chic, and back to the studio.
Now let's check out Spanish 3.
Hey Cass, I'm here with Brooke. So Brooke, I heard you're doing a project for Spanish 3 over a calendar. Can you tell me more about that, please?
Of course, yes. We had to interview our classmates, ask them cuántos años tienes, which is like how old you are, cómo te llamas, like what's your name, and cuándo es tu cumpleaños, which is when is your birthday. And we were randomly assigned a month of the year, and you had to design the calendar with whatever holiday was going on. I got October, and I decorated it like Halloween. So I didn't have anyone in my class that had a birthday in October, so sadly no one's name is really on mine, but yeah, that's what our project was all about.
That's really cool. Thank you.
English 3 has been working on a project, and they had to draw 2 pictures. Let's see how that went.
Good morning, I'm here with Hayden Brock. So I heard y'all having a school project in Miss Fila's class. Can you tell me more about that?
Oh yeah, so we read 2 stories and we had to contrast on each one, and we had to do a visual of each one because they both display of what happened and how bad what happened in that story. And we just had to draw a description of imagery because it displayed a lot of that.
All right, now that's all from us. Now back to the studio.
There is a brand new film club that we are so excited to welcome to the school. Here's more information about the club.
I'm here with Alyssa. Alyssa, I hear y'all getting ready for your UAL film comp.
Yes, coming up in January, we have the UIL Young Filmmakers Film Contest, and this year we are submitting 2 entries into the competition.
So why should people join UIL Film Club?
People should join Film Club because it's a good opportunity to learn more about film and the aspects of film, like editing, directing, writing, and it's really fun. It's a good project to do that brings a lot of people together through making a short film.
All right, thank you. Now back to the studio.
Now let's send it to Lexi with Wildcat Media.
Thank you, anchors. This week on Calallen Yearbook Instagram, they posted a picture that Emily Wonderberger took last football season, and it got put on the national campaign Walsworth. Congratulations, and that's all from Calallen Media. Back to you.
Thank you, Lexi.
And now let's send it to Michaela with the rundown on sports.
Thank you, Maddie, and good morning, Corpus Christi. Our varsity football team played Mexico City last Friday, and you know how big Texas football and Friday Night Lights is here in Texas. Sebastian Dennis got his very first varsity start last week. We caught up with him for his thoughts.
Good morning, Calallen TV. I'm here with the starting quarterback from the Mexico City game, Sebastian. So, Sebastian, it was your first start. How did it make you feel?
It felt good just to be out there. We had a big quarterback battle coming to the game, so we didn't know who was going to start to the day of the game. So it was just good to start Friday night.
So you had 4 passing touchdowns. Which one was your favorite?
My favorite one was probably when I dropped back and Mike was on a corner route and I threw it to him on the run and he just ran for 60 yards, touchdown. Hey, Calallen TV, I'm Sebastian here with Luke. Luke, you had 3 touchdowns against Mexico City. What was your favorite moment during the game?
My favorite moment was probably right after halftime, 3rd quarter, Sebastian Dennis threw me a 60-something yard touchdown. And then after that, I was chilling on the sideline for the rest of the game.
Thank you. That's all from me and Luke. Back to the studio.
We also caught up with backup QB and newcomer to Calallen, Gilbert Garza, on his thoughts on playing for Calallen.
Hey Calallen, I'm Michaela and I'm here with Gilbert. So Gilbert, you're new here and you just played your first Calallen game. How does that make you feel?
It was pretty exciting coming out here and being able to play with Calallen. I'm not used to all this. It's a lot bigger, a lot more competition out here, and it's real exciting.
And then how do you think your skills can help you contribute to the team later on in the season?
Well, there's a lot of good receivers out here and they can get open, and if they get open, can throw the ball to them, we can make something happen.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Good game today. That's all from us. Now back to the studio.
The 7th grade A team had a game against Alice and won 22-0. Let's take it to them for more information.
Calallen TV. I'm here at Phil Danaher Stadium where the 7th grade A team took on Alice Coyotes, and I'm here with Bernard. So I heard you got a touchdown going into the 2nd quarter.
The defender almost got it, the interception, but he tipped it, and luckily it was right there to where I could have caught it, and I caught it, then I got it.
Thank you. Now we're going to go back to the running back, Gracia. Good morning, Calallen. With Aiden Gracia. So I heard you had a 71-yard touchdown. How'd you feel on that?
Felt great. Everybody did their jobs, and as long as we score and win, that's all that matters.
And I heard you had a 35-yard touchdown too. How did that happen? The line opened up a hole, or you just got away from everyone?
We ran the 35 to the left side, and the tailback had a good block on the corner, and I cut off of his block and just took it to the house.
Thank you, Aiden. Back to the studio.
Coach Ashburn caught up with the 8th grade football team after their game. Let's see how it went.
Hey y'all, I'm here with Tristan Cowley and Michael Asta. Just got our first win, 8th grade football today. Both of them play offense and defense. So as a quarterback,
Yes, sir.
You led this team downfield, but you had this good running back. So how do you think the game went today?
I think it went good. We had a couple good plays, a couple bad plays. He had one touchdown this game, which really helped us out, and hopefully we get better from here.
Good one. Tristan, you're running the ball. How did the offensive line set up you getting those good runs and that touchdown?
I'm just proud of how they've been. They very improved from practice, and I believe that we can improve later on in the season. And I want to thank my QB for doing very good today.
For sure. And both y'all played defense. Michael, I know you had that big sack there at the end.
Yes,
I saw you running behind him. How big was that as a turning point? Like, I think it was 3rd down?
3rd and 4 or something. It was a big turning point of that game. If we didn't probably get that sack, they might have scored and it would have been a closer game today.
Excellent. You didn't come off the field much, did you, Tristan?
Yes, sir.
Oh, good. You tired?
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about this win together, guys?
It's great.
Awesome, guys.
First win of the season.
Outstanding.
We can just improve from here.
Girls cross country has been working really hard, and they recently had a meet at Malachite Invitational. Here are the results.
Hey Cats, I'm here with Coach Spencer. So Coach Spencer, cross country had a meet this past weekend. Can you tell me more about that?
Absolutely. We ran this weekend at Malachi Beach on the National Seashore, so we had a beach meet. It's one of our favorite events of the year. We get to go run on the sand and be by the water all morning and watch the sunrise and stuff. So it's super cool. As a team, we placed 2nd. Katie Garza individually placed 8th. Samantha Sanchez 11th. Zuri Richardson 12th. And Chloe Brown 13th, not 14th, sorry. So good placings. I'm happy with it. We got another kind of beach meet this weekend in Port Aransas, so we're excited for that one, and it'll be fun.
Thank you, congratulations, and that's all from us. Now back to the studio.
The boys cross country also ran at Malachite Invitational and came out in 2nd place. Let's take it to Coach Burnett with more information.
Our Wildcat Senior Coach Barnett. Heard you at a cross country meet last Friday. Tell me about that.
Yeah, last Friday we ran at Malachi Beach. It was the Flower Bluff meet. It was a really good meet for us. We saw some teams that are going to be in our district meet this year. We came in 2nd overall, short by 1st place by 1 point. But it was a good race for us. We had 5 runners come in the top 20. Tanner Spears and Gabriel Quintero came in 2nd and 3rd overall. So overall, it was a good meet for us.
Do you have any upcoming meets?
Yes, we are going to Port A this Saturday, and also going to see a lot of district teams there. So it's going to be a good meet also.
Good luck, y'all's meeting with that. Back to the studio.
We caught up with volleyball this week on how they've been doing. Let's take it to Coach Brian for more.
I'm here with Coach Ryan, one of the varsity volleyball coaches. So, Coach, you had a game against Carroll yesterday. How did that go?
We showed up and we got the job done. The girls looked really well.
So, what are some things y'all did to bounce back from the loss against King?
Came in the gym, hit the courts hard, offense looked great, and confidence was up.
So, who do y'all play next and when?
We play Robstown at Robstown, our first district match.
All right, thank you. Now back to the studio.
Our tennis team has been crushing it over this district season and is 2-0. They played Santa Gertrudis last Tuesday and won 19-0, and they play Kingsville today. Let's send it to coaches with more on that.
Good morning, Wildcats. Today I'm here with Coach Radford. Coach Radford, can you tell me about your win against West Oso?
Yes, I can. We played Saturday morning against West Oso. It was our first district match. We won that one 14-5. You know, West Oso came out to play, and they surprised us a little bit with the talent that they had. We weren't expecting them to be that athletic, and we overcame that, and I think it's due to all of the work that we put in prior to this particular match. I'm going to turn it around, Morgan, because I know you played, and I'm wondering how you felt we did.
Well, I think we did good overall. We had a good mental game when it came to West Oso and their athletic abilities, and overall it was just a good match.
I agree.
Now can you tell me about SGA, how we beat them?
Yes, we played SGA last night. Our score was 19-0. We played very well. You can see the progress in our play and how much better we're doing each time and every time we're playing. They had their first time ever team tennis match last night for SGA, and it was against us, and I think our kids handled it real well. They were very humble. We did a really good job in the way we acted and the way we played, so I was real proud of y'all. So congratulations to my team, and we're looking forward to our next match against Kingsville on Saturday.
Thank you, Coach Radford. Back to the studio.
And that's the latest on Calallen Sports. Back to you, Logan.
Thank you, Michaela. Now here's James with today's weather forecast. How's it looking outside, James?
Thank you, Logan. Good morning, Corpus Christi. It's going to be another warm day today in the coastal bend. We're currently temperatures hovering just around 80 degrees with light winds to the northeast at about 3 miles an hour and minimal chances of rain. And looking at our short range forecast for the day, at about noon, conditions will be at about 93 degrees with winds to the north speeding up to about 6 miles an hour. At about 4 p.m., the temperature will get much closer to its daily high at about 98 degrees with winds to the northwest at about 10 miles an hour. And closer to sunset, about 8 p.m., a small chance of rain will appear on our forecast, as well as temperatures dropping down a few degrees to 94, and with winds generally favoring a north-northwesterly direction at about 10 miles an hour. And that's all on your weather forecast. Let's take it back to the anchors.
Thank you, James.
And that's all for your announcements for today, but now it's time for your joke of the day. So guys, how do you get straight A's?
I'll know, Logan. How?
By using a ruler.
For all you social people out there, make sure you're following us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at CalallenTV for all the latest updates. Also, subscribe to us here on YouTube to catch all of our latest videos. And as always, stay classy, Calallen.